Oh, what's up, you too? Um, I'm getting into this sneaker thing, man. I'm really enjoying being a part of this community. You know what I'm saying? So you can take a minute, get on, comment, subscribe, tell me what you're thinking about what I got going on, man. It's a love. It's all a big community that I wanted to get out there and share my opinions with, man. So I was listening to another stream I frequent all the time, and he's a good streamer. He's always cool. His interaction's cool. So I was always into what he had going on, and discussion for the topic. I'm kind of like stealing from him, not really stealing from him, but it's out there. I've been seeing a lot of it on Twitter. There was a recent article Complex um touched on recently about um some issues with a sneaker app. I could pull it up real quick. Hold on one second. Um, the sneakers data thing. They've been talking a lot about what's been going on with the sneaker, you know, uh, with the sneaker things going on. They've been saying that. Let me not get this wrong either. Internal meeting in Nike last week, the company addressed the current state of sneakers app, digital home of its coveted product. While the app has been successful for Nike, it's a key part of company push toward online sales. It's also been a great source of frustration for a portion of its user base. Sneaker shoppers have grown accustomed to frequent failure due to the limited nature of the items on the app. Um, I wanted to break this down and kind of like go in detail and what I think, in my opinion, of what the situation is. For me personally, I feel like for smaller markets like the one I'm currently living in, it's a small place in South Carolina. A lot of what we get are not exclusive stuff. South Carolina doesn't get a lot of exclusive things. It's only like one Nike SB uh, orange label store in South Carolina like that. And that's like in the middle of Columbia, which is like almost a hour away from me and whatnot. But no, it's cool. It's cool to have. I would love to, be more involved in the community and getting more things pushed to smaller markets. I get that a lot of people have been jumping on the ship when it comes to, um, sneaker culture. All of a sudden, because of COVID-19, everyone has become a sneakerhead or sneaker YouTube or whatever the case may be. You got a lot of time on your hands. People doing a lot of shopping, so it's a lot of things going down where people are would normally be interested in the sneaker community are jumping onto a ship of you know joining. And hey, that's no problem. That's not a big issue. I don't feel like that's something that somebody should not do. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you have a love for sneakers or you just like sneakers in general, and you want to look for some ways or avenues to get involved with the community, um, do some things out there, so that's perfectly fine. But my issue falls in with um, you know, it's a catch 22 that they're in because of this situation. Um, they have grown. The users of Nike sneaker app have grown tremendously over the past year, 2 years, maybe even three. Everybody and their mama trying to be a sneakerhead at this point, which is like I say, hey. whatever floats your boat, find your lost remote, it's cool, whatever. But for me, it seems to be that, you know, I've been I'm gonna pull up my sneakers app, right? 'Cause I want people to understand this and my perspective and what I'm coming from. See, um, I don't know if you can see this. I've been a member since 2016 on this phone. I've been a member earlier on another phone, which I didn't transfer my information over to that phone. So, I've been a member for a lot longer than that. And for me, it's cool, it's fun. It's something that I love to be a part of. I love sneakers app. Um, well, when I say that, let me say it's a love hate relationship. For me, it's kind of like I don't get a chance to express how much I like sneakers. I love sneakers. I've been buying sneakers all my life since I can afford it. When I couldn't afford it, it was always some issues with growing up poor, something to that nature, of that effect. So I didn't get as many sneakers in the past as a kid that I wanted, but as an adult, when I started making money, I decided that I wanted to continue to, you know, um, how can I say it? I wanted to continue to buy sneakers that I didn't necessarily. So, so for me, I wanted to get my sneakers to a level. So I'm at a certain level now. I got a lot of sneakers right now. Um, I feel like what this opens up, what this kind of opens up is that people can, you know, kind of like people can, people can kind of like, join in, show out what they want. And I feel as though my sneaker collection is not up to where I would like it to be. I would love to have some of this exclusive heat that you see some of these people have on certain times and stuff like that. That's cool for me. That's always been something I've been into. And I've always wanted to continue to do that. And for me, I just recently got a few pickups which I uh felt like for me, like it finally swung my direction to get something kind of exclusive that nobody else gets. And for the most part, since 2016, I haven't really been getting a lot of exclusive sneakers. I think when I first joined on, when I switched phones, like a Samsung Galaxy or whatever, my first hit was um Spider-Man origin stories. Those ones. Those were like a Chicago one with like 3M hits that made it seem like the paneling in a comic book. I thought like those were super super hard. Those were once I saw the movie, I was more in love with those sneakers. So, for me to own a pair of those and get those off of The sneakers app was a big win for me, but for I want to say a good year and a half after that, I would hit on nothing but like DR releases, nothing exclusive, no dunks. I had never owned a dunk. In this current day and age from the sneakers app, but I owned dunks before. You know, I've owned dunks before where I bought from stores and stuff like that. But I never owned one coming off of the sneakers app. So I come back and I finally get to it, and I I finally this year um hit on at least two sneakers. I got the Travis Scott lows on check second chance exclusive access thing, and got the off white when they dropped. And for me, I know everybody says it's not fair to everybody else who has to pay resale or somebody that didn't get access to one of those 500,000 pairs of off-white dunks for retail. I got my first ever dunk hit on sneakers app because of that. So I really don't find that there's a serious problem with it. I don't know. I guess people, they feel differently. They're in like bigger markets. And I've noticed this, people with bigger markets they tend to sort of look down on the smaller people that don't get as many wins or don't have the resources to make their collection as big as they do. Um, it's got to stop, man. Everybody feels he's touched on something. The streamer that I mentioned that I frequent, he talked about touched on something that touched on something that but he touched on something. Um, when certain people don't get access and they have a voice, it makes it feel kind of like shunned towards the people that do get access to these things. So when someone doesn't get access and all of a sudden they feel a certain way about it, then it's the system's broken. The system's broken. I was saying the system was broken like 6 months ago to a year ago to like almost 2 years ago because my history was all just GR releases, simple stuff that really nobody really wanted. They had a lot of pairs of that I could easily get my hand on if I just went into the local mall. So to claim some heat and finally get some heat, I feel like that was a step in the right direction. For me, it felt like a win. Like honestly, it felt like a very good win for me. It made me feel as though I was being rewarded for being a part of the culture. You know, um, hey, if you feel like Nike is the issue and it's a problem, and you're not willing to stand for what's going on, I got an idea, or hey, this is a perfect time to branch out and expand beyond Nike. Um, it's gonna push up more lower market sneakers that don't have the appeal of Nikes per se, but nothing's wrong with that. New Balance, Adidas, of course, they're a big juggernaut, but a lot of people kind of stray away from, they stick with the Nike stuff. But I'm thinking that sometimes, you can get involved with Nike, you can get involved with Adidas, you can get involved with New Balance, Pumas. has been doing a lot of great things lately. Um, any there's a bunch of different brands out there that you could possibly branch out to. I know core audiences love Nike and go for Nike on everything. I'm wearing a Nike on this side of my shirt. Sorry, I'm first stream, so I'm just getting used to how this works. So um, it's like sometimes you can go about it that way, and sometimes I feel like some people have to just take the L's. Man, I took L's for like a whole year straight, bro. Like anything that was hype or was special release, I took 2 years. Like it was almost 2 years, and I never got anything. So the balance of finally getting something now, it's kind of like people are so wrapped up in, oh, I get every release, I get every release, I get these, I got that. Look at my collection, look at this. What about the person that doesn't have opportunities or is not plugged into the certain systems to where they constantly get wins? I've been in love with sneakers my entire life. I used to read eBay magazine like it was a book. Every month I waited on it, So I've been in love with sneakers all my entire life, and it kind of hurt that I wasn't a part of being able to get the exclusive stuff, and finally getting a few of those wins lately, put another wind in my sail. You know what I'm saying? Like it rejuvenated me into the sneaker game. Like otherwise, I wouldn't even be trying to do this if I didn't, if I didn't try to, capitalize off the win. So sneakers is a very fickle thing. Having supply issues, they're having shipping issues, they're having tons and tons of issues. Well, because people are just at home buying sneakers. Nobody's going to stores, nobody's working, nobody's doing anything that would help the situation. But it is what it is. It's a part of life. It's a part of what's going on, and I'm pretty sure they'll rectify the situation and come up with a solution. But you know, people man, just expand your closet. I love Nike to death, but I don't think I owe them just to have them as the only brand that's in my arsenal. Um, I love new brands that have been dropping. New Balance and Amon Amon de Leon, uh, Dior have been coming out with some new stuff lately. And 550, it's a premium sneaker. It's a dope sneaker. A lot of people, it's been selling out everywhere, going for decent resale prices. So it's not always about what you can you know get from Nike. It's other brands out there that make just as quality of product. You know, and I just wanted to touch on bases with things I think of the market, man. I feel like it's gonna drive up some of the smaller brands, the more stuff outside of the Nike, the top three of Nike, Adidas, and Puma. So Saucony is something that people are a lot sleeping on. It's a dope brand as well. It can come out and make some waves as too, but it's a mixed bag, man. You got to take the good with the bad. You got to take it's not just it's not just uh being butthurt, as I would like to say it, but um it's a lesson in life. You can't get everything you want. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just end this stream kind of short. I didn't want to do a super long stream. I just wanted to start, see if I could get someone to join, follow, do whatever. Help my channel grow. Like send me some likes, help the algorithm out, like subscribe, comment. Tell me what you thinking, man. If you really rock with this or you're not rocking with this, or you feel like I'm just talking straight BS, come on, talk to me. I don't care. Good love, bad love, it's all love to me. So um, I'ma sign off. Peace to y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you catch this stream later on, that's cool with me. But just get in the comment box. Tell me what you thinking. Peace.